Monster Jam!
We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. They spit on my face and curse on my name and taking my life in vengeance. Yeah, you could try and blame us and try and take what's sacred, but we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. The fire was set in the dark.
Edinburg, it is now time for the very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. We've got 8 Monster Jam superstars seated into an order based on a random draw. Whoever gets around this track the fastest will claim the first 8 points of the event and the top spot on our leaderboard. So I've got one question to kick this event off. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
Our first competitor pulls to the line. Make some noise for Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit. A perfect competitor to kick off the JCB Racing competition. 9 JCB Racing wins so far this year under Brianna Mahan's belt. Can she make a 10 here today? She'll need to be fast on those corners. Let's go green! The time for Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit is at 12.117. Once again, that time for Ringling Bailey Circuit was 12.117. El Toro Loco did experience his truck randomly shutting off right as he approached that ramp. Right now, it could be an electrical gremlin that they're chasing, but definitely not due to a driver issue. So MJ Slorio, we know, is going to come back with a vengeance once we figure out that electrical issue for El Toro Loco. But the action continues. Pulled to the line. Make some noise for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken just needs a time faster than 12. The time for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken is a 13.218. Once again, that time for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken was a 13.218. Next up, pulled to the line, make some noise for Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. With 38 racing wins under his belt so far this year, Weston Anderson proves himself a force to be reckoned with. Can he do it? The time for Weston Anderson in a Gravedigger is 11.880. We have a new leader. Once again, that time for Weston Anderson in Gravedigger is 11.880, the new time to beat. But one driver stands in his way. Make some noise for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. It all comes down to this experience versus legacy as Mike Christensen in Vendetta looks to get a time faster than an 11.8. 8 points are on the line. Let's go green! The time for Mike Christensen in Vendetta is a 12.075. Edinburg, that means your winner of the JCB Racing competition is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Weston Anderson in Gravedigger will go down in history as the very first Monster Jam JCB Racing winner. 8 points have been added to his score as we etch his name into the Monster Jam history books right now here. He's claimed the first 8 points and proven that he's got the fastest truck out on the track. Edinburg, keep that energy alive for your very first competition winner, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger.
You're so fast, you beat me up onto the pod. We're going to switch this around. That way they can see. If you want to put the camera here. There we go. All right. First competition out of the way. First win out of the way. Talk to us. How did you get around this really tight track the fastest?
You know, I almost messed up here. Right here in this first corner, I threw it in as hard as I could. I watched my previous competitor, Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken, man, he came around the corner. I said, oh, it's slick out here. So I threw the truck as hard as I could, and I had to fight it every which way to get it back straight. Managed to get it back straight on that straightaway, flipped it around here, dropped her back into first gear, threw it into second, and man, it was just enough to get us the win, and it is a historical moment right here in Edinburg. I'm super excited to be the first person to take a win in this building, in that Gravedigger truck.
First person to ever take a win here. Now, can you be the first person to win the two-wheel skills challenge? What do you got for us next?
I don't want to give away too much. All I could say is all you fans think that was cool, y'all better have your cameras ready whenever Gravedigger hits the track. Any other truck, too. It doesn't matter. As long as you guys are getting rowdy, we're going to get 10 times as rowdy. So, Edinburg, I need you guys to make some noise. I want everybody in the back to hear you. Let me hear you, Edinburg!
Weston Anderson, Gravedigger!
Take a look at that BKT overall event leaderboard. Right now, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger does secure that first place spot. He's got the fastest truck on the track and secured those 8 points. But you can see Mike Christensen in Vendetta with the second fastest time gets 7 points. Then you see down the list, Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit with 6, Kraken with 5, Shellshocked with 4, and the last 3 we have Megalodon, El Toro Loco, and Excalibur. But coming up soon in the two-wheel skills competition, you'll have the chance to score our Monster Jam drivers, and 8 more points will be on the line once again. This leaderboard could be completely shaken up coming up soon in the two-wheel skills challenge. That's right. Now up at the desk joining me is my brand new friend Avery. Edinburg, make some noise for Avery. That's right. Avery waves to your adoring fans. Now Avery, is this your very first time at Monster Jam?
Yes.
Amazing. Well, I am going to put you a little bit to the test here. We're going to get to see a race up on the screen, and I want you to choose who you think is going to win that race. And if you get it right, I might just have a prize for you. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look at the trucks that we've got in the lineup. We've got El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, and Megalodon. Avery, who do you think is going to take the win?
Gravedigger.
Edinburg, who's with her with Gravedigger? All right, looks like we've got a lot of friends agreeing with you. Let's get the race started in 3, 2, 1. We are off. The racing is going here, but we got to keep close eye on those corners because, Avery, sometimes the corners can get a little tricky, but Gravedigger's doing great. Gravedigger's in the lead. Oh, no. Around the corner, though, looks like El Toro Loco's taking the lead. Avery, do you think Gravedigger can still do it?
Yes.
She says yes, Edinburg. He's going to have to fight through. Here he comes around the corner. Who's it going to be? It's Gravedigger! High five! You got that right. You guessed it right. And of course, the Edinburg had your back. And for being such a great help, Avery, I want to send you home with your very own Ringling Bailey Circuit plushie. I'm so glad you like it. Did you have fun helping me out?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for helping me. And if you want to go home with your very own Ringling Bailey Circuit, head to our Monster Jam merchandise stands. You could be just like Avery and have your very own piece of Monster Jam to take home with you. But we've got more Monster Jam action headed your way soon. The next competition is the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, where we are handing the scoring completely over to you, Monster Jam fans. Our driver's destiny will literally be in your hands as you score at judgeszone.com. But before we get into that, I want you guys to take a look up at the criteria. We want to see in each of their attempts, each driver getting 2 attempts in this competition. We want to see stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles. We want to see combinations, moves we've never seen before that have made Monster Jam a viral sensation. And Carlos, no one better to get these fans prepared to be the official judges than you. You think Edinburg is ready?
I think they're ready to rock and roll. So here's the deal. You guys, starting now, will be the official judges for the rest of the event. So get on judgeszone.com, type in the code EDI, because you guys are going to decide who wins all the rest of the competitions. En judgeszone.com, ustedes van a decidir quién va a ganar las competencias que siguen durante nuestro evento. So I have one question once again for you guys. Who's ready for the two-wheel skills challenge?
First up, I want to see a sea of shark attacks for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon.
And that will do it for the first of the event. Make some noise, Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. Less than 20 seconds on the clock. Get those scores in at judgeszone.com.
Ashley Sanford out there first to go in the two-wheel skills competition and absolutely tackling that track like a pro. We see her fight those track conditions on that first attempt, but come back with a vengeance for that second attempt for you Monster Jam fans. And first to test out the track, it is a tough job heading first out for that competition, but that scoring's open. You guys saw her moves out on the track. Show her that love. It is loud and electric here in the Bird Ogden Arena, and we're going to get to see if those scores reflect that energy. We've got the scores locked in, so let's take a look. The score for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon is... Starting us off, she has got a score of a 3.786. Next up, make some noise for Dalton Widener in Shell Shocked. One attempt down and one attempt remaining.
Let us know what you thought of that run, Dalton Widener. Shell-shocked. JudgesZone.com. Scoring is open at JudgesZone.com.
Dalton Widener in shell shock. Just wants to show off the top of that Monster Jam truck, show off that turtle shell. He's out there showing exactly why he deserves those next 8 points. He's looking for the win from each and every one of you. A high score is what he wants out there. You see him up on 2 BKT tires in that second maneuver, being able to balance that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck is nuts. But I want to see what you guys thought of the run. So let's check it out. That score to beat right now, held by Ashley Sanford in Megalodon, is a score of a 3.786. The score for Dalton Widener in Shell Shocked is... that's an 8.012. We have a new leader. Dalton Widener in Shell Shock takes that first place spot so far on the two-wheel skills challenge with a score of an 8.012. Next in the lineup, it's your JCB Racing winner, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger.
Going for that combination, make some noise, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. What did you think of that run? Let us know, JudgesZone.com.
Weston Anderson and Gravedigger going for a combo on that second move, but showing you all exactly how comfortable and in control of that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck he is. You see, this track is a tough one out there. These drivers are battling it, but you see 2 fantastic attempts from Weston Anderson, so let's check out your scores. That current score to beat, held right now by Dalton Widener in Shell Shocked, is a score of an 8.012. The score for Weston Anderson in Gravedigger is... an 8.959. We have a new leader. Next up, let's hear it for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Mike Christensen in Vendetta got the second fastest racing time, so he knows he's going to need to do and pull out some crazy maneuvers for you Monster Jam fans.
Make some noise, Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Scoring is open for that run. You guys got less than 20 seconds. You know the drill, judgeszone.com, code EDI.
Mike Christensen in Vendetta. You saw him sitting in second place, so do the JCB racing competition. And here he knows that with 7 points already to score, he's got to do something to impress you Monster Jam fans. He's looking to battle out those track conditions. You see that track a little slick on that first attempt, but we're going to see if that second attempt made up for it. The score for Mike Christensen in Vendetta is a 3.006. Right now, good enough for fourth place. Next up, let's hear it for Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit. Looks like she wants you to get loud, Edinburg.
Two attempts down. Let her hear it. Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Judgeszone.com. Scoring is open. Couple seconds left.
Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit. You see that tactical approach to her first maneuver. She pops that 12,000-pound truck up like it's nothing. Two very successful attempts for Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit, and we're going to see exactly where you all think she stands in line with the rest of the competition. We've got the scores locked in. The score for Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit is a solid score of 5.712. Right now, that's good enough for third place. Three trucks remain as we welcome our next competitor. Let's hear it for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken.
That will do it Make some noise, Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. JudgesZone.com, code EDI. Get those scores locked in.
Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken is out there saying it's time to get squiddy with it for you Edinburg, Texas Monster Jam fans. You see him right out of the gate, goes confidently into that first attempt, gets it up on 2 BKT tires like it's nothing. That is full control. That's confidence, and that is a smart driver out in the competition. We've got your scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken is a 7.681. That is good enough for third place. He's back to the track and with a vengeance, make some noise for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco.
Make some noise, MJ Solorio and Toro Loco. The balance, the combinations, craziness on both attempts. Scoring is open at JudgesZone.com.
MJ Solorio hits that track and he knew he was up against the best. He had to put the hammer down and make it count. A legendary as deep as Monster Jam's roots. We've got your scores locked in. Let's check out the results. The current score to beat right now is held by Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. It's a score of an 8.959. The score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is... That's a 9.334. Edinburg, your winner of the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco.
MJ Solario, you had a little bit of momentum coming in from Mexico City, and you threw it down on the track. Talk to us about that run.
Yeah, you know what? I was just driving with anger, honestly. Right there in race, I got to know if you could tell. Coming around that last corner, my truck completely died. I had no power after the last corner, and I know that's not the way I like to do things around here. So I knew I had to come out here and burn it down here in two-wheel skills, and that's exactly what I did. I know you guys paid your hard-earned money to come see some Monster Jam, and I wasn't going to let you down. Y'all could have been anywhere else tonight, but y'all chose to be right here at Monster Jam. So for that, I'm forever grateful. What'd you guys think?
2 competitions down, 1 more to go. You seem to have figured out this pod better than anyone else so far for doing tricks, for having moments. What do you got for freestyle?
Man, I can't give you any of my secrets right now. No, man, freestyle, that's where it's at. I know you guys came to see some Monster Jam freestyle, and I promise you guys one thing. That thing still looks pretty. By the time I'm done with it, if them horns aren't off and I'm not upside down, I'm not happy. Y'all hold on tight. It's about to go a whole lot crazier. Let's have some fun, Edinburg.
MJ Solario, El Toro Loco.
So much action already underway, and that means it's time for Monster Jam halftime. We want to encourage you all to use this time, stretch your legs, head to the concourse, maybe get a snack or drinks, and definitely check out our Monster Jam merchandise stands, where we got the latest Spin Master diecast trucks and so much more. A great way for you to take a piece of Monster Jam home with you. But after halftime, you're going to want to make your way back to your seats, because we've got plenty of Monster Jam action headed your way. Not only will we be getting the Northern Tool Equipment Pit Report by Carlos Sparks, but we also get to see the superstars of freestyle motocross take to the skies as they compete in the best trick competition. All that and more coming up after Monster Jam halftime.
First one up, Nick Desmond. Make some noise, TJ Tiffany. AJ Rosebrill. And last but not least, Cameron Sepulveda. Round number 2, Nick Desmond, what you got? A Superman seat grab Indy. Another variation from TJ Tiffany, AJ Rosebrill, Chicago, Illinois. Where you at? High-flying acrobatics, incredible control mid-air. Cameron coming up next. One-handed Indy. Not to be left behind, another one-handed Indy from Nick Desmond. TJ Tiffany landed all the way back in the Lazy Boy. Another Indy variation from AJ Rosebrill. Cameron putting the Yamaha 250 to work. Taking a quick pause in the action, just resetting one of the airbags down on the other side of the track. But are you guys liking what you're seeing so far, Edinburg? That's what I'm talking about. If you like this, you're not going to want to miss our best trick competition. Judgeszone.com, start paying attention. What do you like? Do you like the flips? Do you like the acrobatics? You're going to decide who wins our best trick competition. Once again, we're just waiting on our officials to reset the safety airbag, making sure these guys have the safest landing zone they can. All right, looks like we got the green flag, Edinburg, make some noise! Double grab! TJ Tiffany with the backflip. Another backflip. I told you it was gonna get crazy, Edinburg. Edinburg, Texas, Monster Jam fans. Are you guys excited? Well, here is what's coming up next. We got the FMX Best Trick Competition. Here's the way it's gonna work. You're gonna go to judgeszone.com, code EDI. Each one of these competitors will have one official attempt to show off and try to earn the highest score from all of you fans. Once they land, you got 20 seconds to lock in your scores. All right, competitors, you guys warmed up. You guys ready to go? Monster Jam fans, you guys warmed up and ready to go? We'll make some noise for the Best Trick Competition.
Up first, make some noise for Nick Desmond. Nick Desmond is from Norfolk, Massachusetts. He's been riding with Monster Jam for a total of 4 years. He's been riding for a total of 19, and today he's bringing you his best trick on his Yamaha YZ250.
Scoring is open. Make some noise, Nick Desmond. Insane maneuver there, letting go completely of the bike. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com.
Nick Desmond has that tough job of going first, but he tackles it fearlessly, delivering a crazy rock solid as his best trick attempt. But it goes by quickly. We've got your scores already locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Nick Desmond is a solid score, an 8.449. That is the score to beat. Up next, make some noise for TJ Tiffany. TJ Tiffany's from Orlando, Florida, and he's an international stunt rider. He's been a part of some of the highest grossing movies in America, such as Bad Boys for Life and Avengers Endgame. You might even catch him on this season of Outer Banks. Today, he's riding his Kawasaki KX450.
Get loud, TJ Tiffany! First backflip of the official competition. Was it enough to take out Nick Desmond? Let us know. Judgeszone.com.
TJ Tiffany gunning for that title of Best Trick winner, and major air on that backflip, absolutely soaring through the sky here in the Burt Ogden Arena. We're going to see, did he do enough to knock Nick Desmond out of the running and take that top score? The score for TJ Tiffany is an 8.291, a solid score, but right now good enough for second place. Next up, let's hear it for AJ Rosebrill. AJ Rosebrill is from Chicago, Illinois, and he's been riding for a total of 25 years. He's been riding professionally for 16, and his talents have taken him across the nation and around the globe. He rode freestyle motocross in China for a year, but right now he brings all of his talent to the Burt Ogden Arena on his KTM 450.
It's time to score, and it's time to get live for AJ Rosebrill.
AJ Rosebrill, third freestyle motocross rider to go, but that stands no pressure for him. You see him delivering a crazy whip for you Monster Jam fans, hoping that that move is the move to take that top score. We've got your scores locked in. That current score to beat right now is held by Nick Desmond. It's a score of an 8.449. The score for AJ Rosebrill is... That's an 8.752. We have a new leader. But Edinburg, one final rider remains. Make some noise for Cameron Sepulveda. Cameron Sepulveda is from Daytona, Florida, and he is bringing his freestyle motocross talents to Monster Jam for the very first time this year, 2025. He's been riding freestyle motocross for 2.5 years, and he has won the best trick competition over 5 times just in the last few weeks. Today, he's bringing you his best trick on his Yamaha YZ820.
Edinburg, if you like what you saw, make some noise for Cameron Sepulveda. Tough to beat that one. Let us know, judgeszone.com. What did you think? You guys have a hard job.
Cameron Sepulveda last to go in the best trick competition, but he's hoping to get that top score because only one of these riders will walk away with that title of best trick winner. That current score to beat right now is held by AJ Rosebrill. It's a score of an 8.752. The score for Cameron Sepulveda is... Edinburg, a 9.463. That means your winner of the best trick competition is Cameron Sepulveda.
A huge congratulations to Cameron. We're going to talk to him in a little bit. But these guys aren't done yet. You're about to see one of the coolest things on this track right now. This is the FMX Grand Finale. They're going to do some FMX trains lining up back to back to back to back and flying across this arena. Check this out. Here we go, Monster Jam fans. They're lining up. They're getting ready for takeoff. Once they hit that ramp, I want you to scream! That was just the first one. They've got another one. They're turning around. Here we go, round 2, grand finale. I told you these guys were crazy. They're turning around. They've got a message. They've got one more. For the last time on the track, our superstars of US FMX. Edinburg, Texas. One more time for Nick Desmond, TJ Tiffany, AJ Rosebrill, and your winner, Cameron Sepulveda. Cameron, you are quite the world traveler. I feel like I just saw you a couple days in Mexico City, and now you're gracing us with your tricks here in Edinburg. You took the win, the first one ever at this venue. How are you feeling?
Oh, it feels great to come out here and ride in front of the Texas fans. I don't get to come out here often living in Florida, but every time I do, you guys always put on a show for us, so we try to put on a show for you. And yeah, that's what we did tonight. All of us killed it, and we're going to just keep it up all weekend.
Honestly, that trick was absolutely insane, and the crowd erupted right when you landed. Talk to us about what goes into training to get up to that level, to be able to land something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of, honestly, just a lot of dedication and hard work. You put your mind to something and you can achieve it. So, I mean, that's what I've always believed in as a kid, and it got me to where I am today. So, yeah, just dedication and a lot of flexibility exercises and trying to keep that core strength up.
Absolutely, and it definitely looks like it. If you guys got excited to see Cameron for what he did, make some noise. Your FMX winner! Monster Jam fans, this is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Monster Jam fans, first freestyle run of the night. Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. JudgesZone.com. If you like that run, you gotta let us know. JudgesZone.com.
A fantastic start to the freestyle competition. Ashley Sanford in Megalodon absolutely comes out flying that shark through the sky for you Monster Jam fans. That's one girl who's not afraid of that throttle. She knows exactly how this competition should start, and it's coming hot out of the gate. But it's up to you guys. She needs your scores right now at JudgesZone.com. She's looking to take the top of the competition, and being first out of the gate is no easy feat, but we've got your scores locked in. The score for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon is a 7.127. That is the current score to beat. Next to hit the track, put your hands together for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. The clock is paused at 45 seconds remaining for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Waiting to get word from our Monster Jam officials if he's got the go to refire and fill the rest of his time. Each driver must fill the first 15 seconds of their run to be eligible for a score, but for any driver, this is a heart-beating moment, heart-stopping moment at that. He's behind the wheel, he's ready to go, geared up, waiting to get that word to see if he will be able to refire and finish the rest of his time. Mike Christensen in Vendetta is a man who knows that truck in and out. That means if that truck breaks, he's the one fixing it. So you can see our tech official right now going to communicate with Mike Christensen. He's going to find out the scoop and at this time get his diagnosis of the Monster Jam truck. Will he be able to continue? About to get that word in just a few moments from our Monster Jam officials. What will this mean for Mike Christensen in Vendetta? I've just gotten the official word. Unfortunately, that's the end of the run for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. The ribbon boards are red. That means scoring is open. You know, Edinburg, it's a tough go out on the track, but you know that he is a fierce competitor. So make some noise for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. And remember, he did fill enough time to be eligible for that score. So you guys get to choose the scores, get those locked in, and decide exactly how much that matters, filling the clock to you as the Monster Jam official judge. And now he is looking to get a score higher than a 7.127, but we'll see if that short run was enough. We've got the scores officially locked in. Let's check out the results. The score for Mike Christensen in Vendetta is a 4.889. Right now, that is good enough for second place. Now that tough competition, that small moment might mean enough room for any other competitor to come in and make a name for themselves. Here at Monster Jam, we're at the mercy of those Monster Jam trucks, and you can see exactly what happens when we are at the mercy of these 12,000-pound Monster Jam machines. When you push the trucks to the ragged edge, sometimes that can cost you. It's a game of risk and reward. Right now for Vendetta, he currently stands in second place, but this leaderboard could be shaken up. They call him the Calamari Kid. Make some noise for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken.
That will do it. Make some noise. Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Go to judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com, lock in your scores, and let us know what you thought of that freestyle run.
Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken out on the track for freestyle, tearing it up for you Monster Jam fans and looking to take that top spot. We've got your scores officially locked with that score to beat right now being held by Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. She's got a score of a 7.127. The score for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken is just enough, a 7.151. That means your new score to beat and new leader is Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Esteban, and we're going to play another game. First of all, are you enjoying Monster Jam so far?
Yes.
What? Can we be a little, are you enjoying Monster Jam so far?
Yes.
Yes is the answer, sir. All right, well, you're going to get the chance to play a game. So you're going to look at the video board, and we've got Name That Truck ready to rumble for you. Check it out. All right, so I see some orange. I see some smoke. Edinburg, if you know the answer, go ahead and just shout it out. We're trying to win Esteban a prize here. What are we thinking? We got flames. We got maybe a horn, some teeth. Oh, you got it? You got it? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Toro Loco.
One more time.
El Toro Loco.
El Toro Loco. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, Esteban, you're going to walk away with your very own Monster Jam flag. I don't know if you're going to the pit party, but you can get that signed by all the drivers. You can wave it around, represent. This is for you, my man. Show the crowd, make some noise for Esteban.
You see those lights in the tunnel? Put your hands together for Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Edinburg, I think he's lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp.
Make some noise, Edinburg! Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Putting it all out on the line, judgeszone.com. Let us know.
Edinburg, I think your volume speaks for itself. It is absolutely electric here in the Bert Ogden Arena as Weston Anderson completes the very first Monster Jam backflip in the Bert Ogden Arena. Edinburg, what'd you think? Well, let's see if that volume matches those scores. Right now, that current score to beat is held by Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken with a score of a 7.151. The score for Weston Anderson in Gravedigger is a 9.076. We have a new leader.
Well, Weston killed it on the track. So I got my buddy Josue here, who's going to go head-to-head with Weston Anderson to try to win a prize. This is called our head-to-head showdown. He has 15 seconds. 15 seconds to name as many animals as you can. And if you can beat Weston Anderson, you're walking away with a prize. Are you ready?
Yes.
Edinburg, are you ready to help him out? Make some noise. All right. 15. Oh, you're going to help us out too? All right, let's go. You know all the animals? All right, 15 seconds on the clock. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Cat. Duck. Rat. Frog. Cockerel. Lion. Bear. Dragon. Dolphin. Rat. Monkey. Elephant.
Time. A score of 12. Weston, can you beat it? Yeah! What does that mean?
I win.
That you won! So you're going to walk away your very own brand new Megalodon. Good job, dude.
Monster Jam fans, don't forget that you can have a say in another thing here tonight. That's a St. Jude ambassador of the event. Right now, Ashley Sanford in Megalodon is in the running to be crowned the St. Jude ambassador. But if you scan that QR code, you are able to make a donation for your favorite driver. All those proceeds absolutely go to St. Jude and help a family in need. But you can help bring your favorite Monster Jam driver to the top. Once again, Ashley Sanford in Megalodon is in the lead to be crowned the St. Jude ambassador of the event. Monster Jam fans, as we get ready to jump back into the action, take a look at the freestyle competition leaderboard. Gravedigger Weston Anderson has landed himself that first place spot with that high score of a 9.076. Kraken currently in second, Megalodon in third, and Vendetta in fourth. But with 4 more trucks still to come, this leaderboard could be completely shaken up. Anything can happen, and remember, we need your scores at judgeszone.com. Next to hit the track, Edinburg. Let's give him a big, warm welcome, Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur.
Make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. Coming back from the grave, fixing his own truck, brand new transmission. Make some noise. Lock in those scores, judgeszone.com.
I know that has to feel good for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur, facing that truck trouble in the middle of halftime, coming out and delivering a killer freestyle run. One thing I loved is we saw some donut action in that freestyle. We saw him make major air and take advantage of all of those obstacles out on that pod. And we're going to see if that was enough to get the top score from you Monster Jam fans. Your scores are locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur is a solid score, a 7.903. Right now, that's good enough for second place. Next up, let's hear it for Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit.
Throwing the truck all over the place. Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. What a run. Let us know, was it enough? Was it enough to take the top spot? Tell us at judgeszone.com.
Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit is out here to prove she is a fearless competitor, and we see that in that giant air that she gets with that Ringling Bailey Circuit pup across the pod. We see some major momentum and incredible flow for her during this freestyle run. It sounds like Edinburg is behind her, but let's check out your scores. The score for Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit is... it's an 8.554, a great score right now, good enough for second place. Next up, let's hear it for Dalton Widener in Shell Shocked.
Make some noise, Dalton Weiner, Shell Shocked. We're almost to the end. You know the drill. You have the most important job in the building. Go to judgeszone.com and score now.
Dalton Widener living the dream behind the wheel of Shell Shocked, and that freestyle looks like it holds that celebratory energy. He has a great flow during his freestyle as well. We see a lot of speed. We see him taking advantage of multiple obstacles and getting some big air. So we're going to see if that was enough for you guys, for him to take the lead in the pack. The score for Dalton Widener in Shell Shocked is a solid score of 7.772. Right now, that lands him in 4th place. One final competitor. Let's hear it for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco.
Lands it back on all 4 BKT tires. Make some noise, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Judgeszone.com. Scoring is open. Last and final time to make your voice heard.
Edinburg, did you see that incredible save? MJ Solorio dominates for Team El Toro Loco. That freestyle might have had everything that you could ask for. We hear you, Edinburg. We hear you loud and clear. We've got your scores locked in. That current score to beat, once again, is held by Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. He's got a score of a 9.076. The score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is MJ Solorio takes the freestyle win. It's number 19 this year for MJ Solorio. He's added 8 points to his overall score, but was it enough? Your overall event champion here today earned 8 points in the JCB racing competition, 7 points in both the two-wheel skills challenge and the freestyle competition, with a total of 22 overall event points. Your very first BKT overall event champion is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Weston Anderson in Gravedigger takes home overall event win number 56 of the year. He goes down in history as the very first overall event champion here in the Bert Ogden Arena.
Weston Anderson, you took home the first ever competition win here. Hopefully, if Edinburg will have us back, there'll be many more champions, but you, sir, will always be the first.
Man, it feels good. I've never been down in history like this, opening out in an arena like this. First time ever Monster Jam's been here. And man, what an event we just had. Everybody threw down. MJ, you absolutely killed it in freestyle, man. I thought you were going to crash on my truck, but he's a crazy driver. He had complete control the whole time. Man, all I can say is thank you, fans, for coming out today. I don't care if it's your first time or your 40th time. I love each and every one of you guys equally, and I thank you guys for coming out, man.
Once again, make some noise for your first ever champion, Weston Anderson. And we got to interview one last competitor because you won the freestyle competition. You didn't roll it over, but you darn well tried over here. That was insane, brother.
Yeah, you know what? I told you guys when I won two-wheel skills that I wasn't going to be happy unless those horns were off the truck and I was upside down. Well, she wanted to go over right there, but I wasn't done freestyling. I was just so glad to be able to pull that save out. My crew chief Control over there right now looking over that truck. As soon as I pulled that save out, he's yelling, go, go, go. I saw the red light. I said, you know what? She's had enough. What y'all think, Edinburg? Y'all have fun?
I just got a stat over in my ear. This is your 50th competition win. When you hear a number like that, what goes through your mind?
It's pretty crazy, honestly, because you know what? I started out just like every one of you guys in the stands. I was just a fan with a dream, and I set my mind to that dream, and I made it happen. But 50 wins, I've only been driving for about 2.5 years here in Monster Jam. I think that just proves how decent of a driver I am. I'm not going to say good driver because I've had my bad moments, but I'll say decent driver in that case. But a toda mi gente, ese fue para ustedes. Yo soy el único latino aquí este fin de semana, representando a todos ustedes y todos esos niños que tienen un sueño, porque yo empecé como todos ustedes. Yo nomás tenía un sueño y yo ya lo logré. Si tú tienes un sueño, que sí se puede. Edinburg, thank y'all for coming out and spending your hard-earned money so a kid like me come out here and live the dream. Get home safe. We'll see you next time.
A big congratulations to all of our winners here this evening, and of course to our overall event champion, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. We want to thank all of you for coming out to our Monster Jam event. We have made Monster Jam history here together at the Burt Ogden Arena. We want to encourage you to head on over to those merchandise stands so you can take a piece of Monster Jam home with you. You can pick up the latest Spin Master diecast trucks. And don't forget, head to monsterjam.com because tickets are on sale now for Monster Jam World Finals. We want to see you this 4th of July weekend coming up in 2026. On behalf of my entire team, on behalf of my co-host, Carlos Sparks, my name is Keaton Stewart, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.